everybody, I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend thus far. Today we will be cash stuffing our second paycheck of January, and we are stuffing a total of $1,111. Let's go ahead and get this one in the account just to make sure we have everything. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 50. 20, 40, 60, 80. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. These 10s are pretty crusty, but the 5s make up for it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I didn't think I was ever going to get to that, y'all. Right, and then we should have $6 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, that is correct. So let's get into it. First thing we're gonna stuff is our Friday challenge. And I had to give this binder a little love because she was a little skimp the last time we saw her. So we've added some things. We got these 2 beautiful decor cards from Whimsy and Wallet. It was going to be showcased in my Happy Mail unboxing, but that did not work out in my favor, so here we are. So today we'll be doing 16, and we have that in a 10, a 5, and a 1. So 10, 15, 16. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. If you do not follow me on Instagram, I think you should head over there because we currently have our first giveaway live, and it actually ends today at 11:59 p.m. But there is still plenty of time to get into it, to join. So we're gonna cross out 16, and then we're done there. You can probably see I have some miscellaneous ones filled in. It was just extra cash that I had, probably left over from my wallet, that I decided to do something with instead of spending it. So I just threw it in here. And that is all for our Friday challenge. Next, we'll be doing our 10K challenge. And in here, we are doing $400. And we have that all in $100 bills. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm really I really love cash stuffing. Like, it's very satisfying to do and to watch. Like, I love watching my favorite creators' videos very frequently. And that has grown in the past couple of months. So I have a lot of people to watch. So it's a lot to keep up with. But I love it. Keeps me entertained for sure. But being paid bi-weekly kind of limits me. It does and it doesn't. Like, I could split it up into 2 separate weeks, but I also feel like that would be a lot to do. And then, like, that would also give me an excuse to be in and out of my binders a lot. And I'm kind of trying to refrain from doing that. So I don't know. But I do wish that I was paid weekly. I feel like when you're more consistent, it helps. And I just truly enjoy cash stuffing. Like, I really do wish that I had the capacity to do it weekly. But being paid bi-weekly just works the best for me. So we're going to have to stick with for now. And then working as a nurse as well. It's harder to find weekly paid jobs unless they're travel. And I'm not quite at the travel part of my career thus far. So we got some time. So now let's fill in our hearts. And I'll do the savings tracker off camera. Got this from Easy Budgets, by the way. With my marker. Oh, it's on the side. So we put in $400, so it's 4 hearts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, and that is it for the 10K challenge today. She also got some love. This also came from Whimsy and Wildlets. The next binder we're going to go into for sinking funds, personal funds binder, excuse me. And there is like a lot of things that change from like my setup video to now. So just bear with me. I had to do some rearranging because I realized some stuff was kind of out of order. But yeah. So you're not stuffing Roth IRA. I'll kind of talk about this later. Small shop launches is getting $80, and we did that in a 50, a 20, and a 10. Let's see if I can find a better 10 than that. These 10s are super crusty. I don't think they're gonna get any better, honestly. It's okay. All right, so we have 50, 70, 80. This, when I did my budget, this specifically was for the Millennial Dollars relaunch of the Merry Mondays. I don't know if I'm gonna still get it, just because I was looking at my setup and I'm like, I've already kind of got a Christmas binder set up, so I don't know exactly if I really need to get that one or if I just want to. Anyway, mystery boxes, I stuck that already. Personal savings is getting $10, and that is just in a $10 bill, and that's all that it has. But yeah, I'm really trying to lock down on not getting things because I want it, but rather because I need it, unless I have like a good amount of savings built up, because if I just keep spending it every time I stuff it, then we're not going to get anywhere, you know. Miscellaneous is going to get 25, and that is in 2 10s and a 5. Let's see if I can find. We'll do those. And all the 5s are nice and crispy, so we don't have to worry about that. So that's 10, 25. And then it already has in it, I think, what is this, $5? No, obviously that was more than $5. Y'all have to excuse me, I don't know. I just worked a 13-hour shift and now I'm recording. So we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and $50 in miscellaneous. Perfect. I did have to take some out of this from the first cash stuffing because I did go over in a category, but that is okay because that's what this is here for. And then that is all for this binder today. And then next, we'll go ahead into our sinking funds binder. we did a lot of switching up. So I did a condenser binder. That light blue binder that I had is gone, and everything from it is in here now, which is the mix of the light blue and the pink in here, which I thought was super cute. So health and wellness is getting $10, and that is in a $10 bill. So we'll try that one. And that is all that it has. Oop. Okay. I'm losing it, guys. That's all that it has. I don't think I'm really going to prioritize this just because I did elect to put a lot into my FSA for this year. So we won't really prioritize this, but to just have something in there will do for now. $10 is all that it has. And next we'll be going to Splurge, which you can tell is empty. I went a little crazy. I put $60 in it the other day. All 60 is gone. It's getting 20 in 5s. Sorry, I've got to pick the whole thing up because they're so crisp. I wish all the bills were like this. So now, Splurge has 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. And then I've already stuffed my birthday. I put $50 in there. Family time is going to get $20, and that is also in 4 5s. So we have 5, 10, 15, and 20. Today is a day that is clear that I can benefit from some fingertip moistener. $20 is all that family time has. And then next, we'll be going into budgeting supplies, and that will get $10 in 2 5s. So we have 5 and 10. So 5, 10. That's all that has. So we are kind of pretty much starting from scratch. First paycheck of January didn't really allow for us to put something in every envelope, and that's okay because I did a lot of credit card spending, and I knew that's kind of what was going to happen, so it's okay. Next, we have birthdays. Birthdays is getting 25, which is in 2 10s and a 5. Let's see if I can do those. Those on the horrible. But the 5s definitely put it to shame. So we have 10. Oh my gosh. Why do I keep doing that? Y'all, please forgive me. I'm telling you, I'm running off of no sleep as of current. So we have 10, 20, and 5. And birthdays, and that's all that it has. And then we're gonna skip to Oops. Oops is getting 5 in a $5 bill. And there's all that has as well. Next is Rainy Day. Rainy Day will also be getting $5. And that's all that it has. Okay, and then emergency fund will also be getting $5, and then that's all that it has as well. Okay, and then I think that is all for our sinking funds binder today. She's so cute. I love her. Next, we'll be getting into our travel binder. We love near and dear. She's so freaking cutesy. Let's see. The first one will be airfare, and airfare will get $100. So the next flight that I plan on purchasing is a flight to Japan. And if you know, those flights are super expensive. So the plan is to get the flight in March. So I'm trying to stuff this as much as I can so that I can hopefully either meet my goal or be more than like super close to my goal. So we've added that 100. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $500. And I am likely going to put a placeholder in here and take this to the bank just so it's in the bank and not just here. And that's all for airfare today. Next, we have accommodations, which we'll be getting 15, and that is in a 10 and a 5. And that is all that it has. Pre-vacay prep is getting $10, and that is in a $10 bill. And that is all that it has. Spending is getting $10 as well. $10, and that is all that it has. Dining out is also getting 10. That's all that it has as well. And the excursions is getting $10 as well, and that is all that that has. It's a shame that I needed so many 10s and all of my 10s were like trash, but it's okay. It's okay. And that is all for our travel binder today. And next, we'll be getting into our yearly savings binder. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty here. So, you guys know that before my yearly savings was in this binder, which I love purple. Purple is like my OG favorite color. I love pink now too as well, but purple is my OG favorite color. She'll always be in the picture. But this is Melina over at the Millennial Dollars Silver Spritz binder, which was her New Year's launch. And I had to get my hands on it. I couldn't not do it. But the good thing is that I budgeted for it, so it made sense. But look at how beautiful she is. Like, this is just too cute. This silver pen, it's just giving like classy, you know. Anyway, so I moved her over. I really need Melina to make a lavender binder, okay? That would solve all my problems. Anyways, so today in our yearly savings, we're doing January, and we will be finishing the month. I know I have another paycheck for the month, but I just went ahead and budgeted the other half for it, just because I might as well get used to doing half and half, because not every month is a magic month. So we've already got $230 in here, and we'll be adding the other $230 today to complete it for $460. So our last hundreds, 20, and it's the most decent 10 left. So we now have, maybe I should take the money out. Let me count this first. 1, 2, 20, 30. That's 230. And then total, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 50, 60. Sorry, I had a brain fart. And that completes January. But this also means that I can get a head start, because next paycheck, which will still be in January, I will go ahead and do February. February is $442. So Not sure whether or not I want to just go ahead and split it and go ahead and get a head start and do the half, or if I just want to pick one of these numbers. See, the biggest number is 115. No, sorry, 125. But in all honesty, I think I'll probably just go ahead and get a head start and do 442 divided by 2, which is, this is very simple math, mind you, but I am tired, so we're gonna put it in the calculator. 221. Depending on what the money's looking like, we'll probably just go ahead and do that half, but we'll see. That is all for our yearly savings binder. She's too cute, y'all. I love her. Down. And then the last binder we're going to get into today is our self-care binder. So with this last paycheck, or this paycheck we just got, I made it a goal to try to get into most, if not all, of my envelopes, just so that everything has something. So Flower Therapy is going to receive, let's see, what are we getting? $5, and that is in one of these crispy $5 bills, and that is all that she has. So I think the setback with bi-weekly paid is that when you're doing weekly cash stuffing, because you get paid weekly, your funds build up faster, I feel like, or at least that's what it seems like, because you can do smaller amounts and then it still builds up to more, versus bi-weekly, if you do smaller amounts, it takes a little bit longer than it would if you were doing it weekly. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, if you're also paid bi-weekly and you cash stuff and you feel like if you were paid weekly, things would just move so much quicker, or if I'm just impatient. Let me know. So Confidence Fund is getting 45, so 20, 40, and 5. This is for cosmetic upgrades, which for me would be laser hair removal. Personal tip about me, not tip, personal thing about me is that I have PCOS. So I get hair in places that I don't really want it. So I like to get laser hair removal so I can feel pretty. It's also for hair, nails, and perfumes. This $45 is the start of me building up my hair payment, because I want to prioritize self-care in 2026, and in order to do that, I need to stay on top of my things, like getting my hair done, making sure I'm keeping up with my laser hair removal if necessary, and things like that. So I'll be attempting to get my hair done every 6 weeks, and we will see how that goes. But that is all for Confidence Fund today. Local Luxury is getting 5. And that is all that she has. Oh my gosh, it's so crisp, it almost gave me a paper cut. Wardrobe Refresh is getting 10, and that is in one of these not so nice $10 bills. And that is all that she has. Self-Love Dates is getting 15. Okay, so these last two 10s we have are super crusty. Let me go see if I have better 10s in my wallet. This one is definitely better, so we'll trade it out. Like that. And then if you guys are wondering, all of this came in Crafted by Coco's advent box. So if you missed out, you need to make sure you're ready this year, okay? You don't want to miss it. These two actually look better than both of these, so we're gonna switch those out. And I think it's perfect. I'm excited for what's in store for this year, especially because I will have prepared in advance and saved all of the money. Just want to make sure these tins weren't even better. I feel like they are. Yeah. Having saved the money in advance and spending the money that I prepared for whatever it is that I prepared for feels much better than just swiping my card and then wondering where my paycheck went the day after I get paid. Self-love dates is getting $15, and that was in a 10, and then the last 5. So we have 15. That's all that she has. Guys, I got this corner rounder from Amazon. I think I'm in love. These envelopes were originally sharp corners, and I rounded them, and they look so cute. I love round corners. And then Pamper Me is getting our last $10 bill. That's all that she has. And that is all for self-care. So we do have some dollars left. They are for my wallet for my weekly spending. So even though I'm paid bi-weekly, I do manage to split my bi-weekly spending and eating in half. So the way that I do it is I do it Wednesday to Wednesday. I get paid on Wednesday, and I allocate myself a total of $300 for my bi-weekly spending. That includes $50 for gas, $125 for eating out, and then $125 for like just regular spending. So what I do is the first week I do either $62 or $61 because $125 is not an even number. And then the next week I do the opposite of whatever number that I didn't do. And that is for spending and eating out. For gas, I just do $25 one week and $25 the next week because $25 fills my tank up, which is lovely. So these dollars were for that, but I think I'm going to do something different with them because I realized that I haven't given any love to my Christmas binder, which is now in this beautiful golden hour binder by the Millennial Dollar. Also had to snag. Isn't she gorgeous? Please, like, you can't tell me this isn't beautiful. So I do need a dashboard to go like right here because obviously it's missing something, like a vellum dashboard of some sort that's like Christmas themed. But we'll worry about that another time. So I've got $6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Oh no, I only have 5 because I had to use $1 earlier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't have to use $1 earlier. So we'll just start with this cutie challenge. And we'll just mark this first 5. And this is a way to get a head start on saving for Christmas, so that I'm not having to do a whole bunch of credit card spending the way that I was this year, or last year, 2025. So now we're doing our first savings in our Christmas binder, which it doesn't, it wouldn't hurt for me to start saving for Christmas later in the year, just because I know once I kind of fulfill some goals that I have, then it'll be easier for me to be able to put a, bigger chunk of change in it. But yeah, that is all for our Christmas binder. That wraps up our cash stuffing for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try to do these Saturday after I get paid. I think I can make it happen. Right now, school started back. I'm getting my bachelor's degree. I'm working, and I'm usually working overtime, so it might slip through the cracks, but I'm definitely going to do my best to not let that happen, because I actually enjoy doing this, and this is like a step outside of my comfort zone, but it's a good step, I feel like. And it's also me holding myself accountable for my spending habits and saving money. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and bye.